Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blind Android Users Podcast. This is episode number 8, coming to you today on February the 7th, 2021. We're delighted that you're joining us again, and again, we look forward to bringing you great content.
So, what do we have in store for our users and listeners today?
We're going to have a great interview with one of our friends from the Lazarillo group.
And Austin is going to demonstrate the Lazarillo app as well for all of us.
We want to welcome our friend Rene Espinoza from the Lazarillo group. I can never pronounce Lazarillo. Right, there we go.
Yeah, Lazarillo.
Yeah. Welcome back, Rene. We've been waiting to see you, and it's exciting that you are joining us today, the first one on the Blind Android Users Podcast, and we're excited that you are here with us to talk about Lazarillo and all the good things that are going on. And as a matter of fact, our friend Austin Pinto did a little recording demonstrating it in India. So as you can see, the Lazarillo app is not only something that happens within the US alone. Wherever you are, you can launch that baby and have a good navigation system. So Rene, welcome to Blind Android Users Podcast.
Thank you so much, Warren. Happy to be here and excited.
Welcome to the podcast.
All right. So, Rene, let's get caught up to Lazarillo. You know, for people who don't know what Lazarillo is, let's give us a little quick overview of the app, shall we?
Sure. Lazarillo is an app, but also is a startup. We started in 2016. And the main focus of the app is to provide different tools for the end user to have better access to information and also navigation. So the app itself is a free mobile app, works both on Android and iOS. So all Android users can use it freely. And so it provides what we call exploration functionality that it will announce to you information as you walk or if you are in a car. And it will tell you about your surroundings. You can actually customize that experience, filter out the categories you want, but also you can search locations by buttons of categories or also by text and voice. And then you can do routes to those locations or even call an Uber if Uber works in that city. You can do all that. And then that is what we call the navigation functionalities. But then we also have like a section for news that we are working hard today because it's a way for institutions like local government or private companies to send information about new updates of way they are offering their services, new channels for communications and stuff. And so then it opens up actually a lot of possibilities that I would like to tell you more in a bit. But the app itself is the app, but then we have a platform that we can enhance cities and we can enhance locations. And so that's how what is Lazarillo, yeah.
So that's the quick overview of Lazarillo app for those who haven't had any experience with Lazarillo app. It's a great app, navigation app, and it's interesting though that you're kind of bringing the news feature to the app now. So it's going to be like an app that you can not only just navigate with, but if you're not navigating and you maybe it's like a long drive or maybe on a long train route or whatever, one can actually go ahead and listen to the news or, read the news, so to speak. And so it's really a great app, kind of bringing in a few more other things that we could find use for. So we're excited to hear that Lazarillo is having such a feature. And as a matter of fact, I think I saw an update to it. Was that yesterday or the day before? Either was yesterday or the day before. There was an update to it. I didn't read the what's new section, but I just went ahead and updated it.
Yeah.
So besides that, Rene, so there's any more interesting stuff coming up that we need to talk about now, or we want to talk about that later on as the program progresses? Yeah.
Well, maybe I can give a little bit of an insight of
Yeah, a little
what I
teaser.
meant.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
maybe
Like
a little teaser.
sure. So what I mentioned before was that the app already works in many cities. Well, as Austin tested it out in Mumbai, in India, right? It has like a base functionality, but then we have a platform that the platform means that we are developing options so that companies can join and institutions can join. So that means that, for example, we have hospitals within the app that if you want to have like an appointment with that hospital, you can do it by yourself through the app. And then when you need to reach your appointment, the app also provides you navigation within the hospital. So you can do it by yourself and then be more effective to reach your destination. And so that is one example. We have a lot of examples of different institutions like universities, like museums and shopping centers. Right now, we're working with retail, and so we're working in a lot of parallel projects that hopefully will start soon, like globally. Like we were doing some stuff in the United States. And then also we're launching like a new starter plan for companies to make it easy to join. But yeah, like we can talk about that later on.
Well,
I don't want to just talk by myself.
Yeah. So anyway, I kind of understand what's going on here. So for instance, like my daughters should be going to college in the fall. So for instance, say, hey, I make an appointment to go talk to, whatever admissions or registration.
Yeah.
So I could use something like that. She could be driving, but then when we get on there, I'm going to say, hey, girl, I'm going to pull this thing out and I'm going to find where that registrar is hiding his knucklehead or her knucklehead out. And so I see the usefulness of this as a blind person. So you schedule your appointment at the hospital and then you navigate, either take a train or whatever public transportation mode, whatever it is that you use. Once you get there, then you are able to try to find your way where that particular doctor is. Austin, any comments about that?
Now, that is fantastic update on the app. Another question I had is, from where is the app getting the GPS information? Because yesterday I was doing the recording of using the app in the local train, and the app was like dead accurate. It told me the train station is at the left, and at that same point the train halted at that station. So where is it getting this information from?
Great question. Thank you. So we actually depends on the country and the city. We have users that sometimes they tell us, hey, like in my city, like the app doesn't provide me information. So we actually connect with a lot of data sources, from Google to OpenStreetMap, Foursquare, and other two databases more that we can either connect or use as a main source depending on the city. So for example, in India, OpenStreetMap works quite well because there's a good community there. In many cities, not every city. We actually are really aware of some cities that we need to hopefully reach out to the local government for transportation, like the transportation department, to get that data out, to add more stations or more stops that some users have told us that they're missing. But that's possible, right? And then, for example, in the United States, most cities, like a good data source is Google Maps. And we're actually like now working with that as one of the main sources. But yeah, as I said, like also Google Maps sometimes doesn't have all the information as a data source, and we mix it up to have entrances of a subway, for example, and then we know that we can extract that from other data sources, and then we mix it up, and the end user might not be aware of what data source we're using. But yeah,
That's really
so
neat.
yeah, that's how it works. I mean, having like there's no one source that is fully accurate of all the world, and so that's the challenge. And then we have our own platform to enhance cities. I mean, enhance locations also, because as you said, like there's a stop, right? But then the stop, if you want to imagine, you will go out, and then the app will provide you the information of the different exits or where's the toilet in that stop, right? That would be great. To do that, we have this platform that we can transfer one GPS point to a whole venue, and then we are thinking this as a tool to government and for companies too, and then that's how we also generate revenue. And yeah, in a way, that's how it works.
Well, that's really good. To be honest, I think this is a great tool, and most especially when you work with the local community on the ground there. And of course, there are little nooks and corners that people didn't know about. Then they, let you know about these things. And I think it only helps to make a mapping or, GPS app, better and better. And I'm really excited. And I think the part that really excites me when I was listening to Austin's demonstration is, all those POIs that is telling him, it's this X meters away to the left, in front, or behind him, and things like that. I've been wanting to go out for quite a while now, but for some reason we keep having this snowfall after another. So I've kind of been cooped up in the house like a little chicken in the springtime or something. But of course, I'm looking forward to be able to go out there again and play with these GPS apps. And so really, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm in a little town, but I like to be able to just explore and see where I'm going and things like that. And so I'm excited with the new features that we have with Lazarillo.
Yeah, cool. And I mean, I myself, I'm a lot right now back home due to the pandemic, so I think we're all quite in the same position that we need to stay home. Yeah. And so that's where the news feature come in, and maybe I can talk a little bit about that. But the main value of that is that you can use the app and connect with what you need. The app itself is providing navigation functionality so that you can connect with the information you need as you move. But then if you're home, it would be nice to have information about the events, online events, people, institutions are doing that you might be interested on participating, or new ways of buying online that would be more user friendly and things like that. So we're actually providing a lot of more effort on also that functionality too, because it's something that most of us are back home, right? So makes sense.
That is great. That is really great. I like the sound of that. The whole thing, because we're becoming more and more virtual in every aspect of our lives, and it's, I think that these tools are only going to help augment the usability of that virtual world. Now, Austin, you had some questions for Rene, didn't you? You and I were talking a little while ago, and you had some questions that you would like to ask Rene. So I think let's utilize this moment for you to ask your question. Unless, of course, if you've answered your question, then we don't have a need to talk about those.
Yeah, I have at least two questions. So one problem that happens is when you navigate to a point of your favorite that you have added in your favorite section, and you use Google Maps. I have never used Waze, so I don't know how Waze will work. But if you use Google Maps, sometimes what happens is Google Maps gives you direction, and at the same time, Lazarillo announces the point of interest that you're passing some street or something. So you cannot understand who is saying what, because I think so can we have a feature which can give you speech priority? So either you can say that Google Maps will get higher priority or the app will get higher priority. Also, another feature could be added if users can add their own GPS apps, let's say somebody is not using Google Maps or Waze, can some other GPS be added?
Sure. So you can actually do the route with Lazarillo, like without leaving the app. So currently it's for walking routes. So, but during this year, like, well, actually, this was a project of last year, but due to COVID, we need to change priorities. But since we're better right now, this is something that we will launch this year. But currently, if you want to do a walking route, you can select Lazarillo or Google Maps, or if you are I think in iOS, you can also use Apple Maps. But eventually, I would suggest using Lazarillo itself, because then you can control. It opens up a view within the app. So in the same app, you have these routing directions, and also you can manage the exploration within the same view. In the bottom down, you can actually stop the exploration or filter out the categories you want for that route, and then like update those quite easily. At the same time, you are getting directions, and then we can control like the announcement so it doesn't crash. And so that's the feature you actually were looking for, but that's for walking. And then if you want to use, let's say, for public transportation, we're actually going to launch that like to work widely across many cities during this year. But then also when we collaborated with cities, we can add that specific functionality too. So then we connect not only the bus stops, but also the subway. And then for going by car, for now we don't have so many plans on like adding like a go by car functionality, but maybe we could add a mode on car. Then you will use Waze, right? Like for car, if you're in a car,
Google
and
Maps,
then or Google Maps, and then that will, in a way, when you open up another app, it's difficult to know what the other apps are doing. So actually, it's not possible because of privacy. But I think, like in a way, what could be explored for when you're in a car and you're also doing a route in a car. So, for example, you want to go with some friends or with your family, and you set the route within the app, and then you open up Waze, and then but you also want to hear out like the exploration. Maybe there could be like a way to enhance that. But for now, walking it already has that, like the synchronization of messages if you use Lazarillo, right? And we suggest you use it. And then for public transportation, it's something that we will release hopefully before before the middle of the year.
Yeah. So I totally understand what you are saying, and I also understand what Austin is talking about. So in other words, I think what he would like to see, probably maybe we could have an option of saying, hey, if I'm navigating by, maybe if I'm doing something in the car, the feature this is coming, we could choose to, hey, don't say, POIs, points of interest, you toggle those off in the settings when I'm navigating by this, don't announce this. But, the whole point of Lazarillo is for the pedestrian. I think that's its strongest focus. And I think most of us, most especially, because if I'm driving or if I'm in the car with someone, I would, I use Google Maps for navigating. But if I'm walking, now this is where an app like Lazarillo comes in, because Google Maps doesn't give you much info, but this one does. So I see where you guys are headed for. And like you said, if you're doing a navigation, a pedestrian mode, you can actually just use Lazarillo instead of employing, say, hey, Google Maps or some other maps or some Waze or something like that. So it all totally makes sense.
Yeah, and maybe to the point of Austin, to add like other methods of transportation. For example, we currently connect with Uber, like for taxi, But then Uber doesn't work everywhere. And like then in Southeast Asia, we know that there's Grab, and then other platforms. We actually are looking to integrate with those. Sometimes, like the integration with those platforms are, you could always open the app, like these apps, they have like a way to open it up and set things up, but then the experience is not so good. So we were looking to maybe integrate deeply. Those are things that we wanted to do last year, but COVID opened up other things that had more priority. I said, but in a way, if everything goes as planned, we will have more developers this year, and then if we have more developers this year, we can do a lot of stuff. So that's going to be cool. Yeah.
Well, you're not the only ones, Rene, because everybody now, it's COVID, and everybody's kind of like, trimmed down, on number of people working on things. And to be honest, some companies you can't even call them anymore because we've cut back because of this and that. So, COVID has just affected us in several ways, and many different aspects and ways that things are not normal. It'll take a little while to get back to what we used to know, the normal that we used to know. So
yeah,
I'm excited seeing what's going on, regardless of all of that. You guys are doing your best to do what you know best, and I'm looking forward to the new improvements and the features. As long as they are forthcoming, we are all going to be happy about it.
Yeah. I like just to be positive on. I mean, it's kind of difficult to be positive on COVID, but in a way, we explore other ways to use the app. Like for example, maybe I can give an example so people know about this. So actually, one of the things that maybe you are struggling today is like having like most of websites are not accessible. So if like you want to buy something online, like groceries or something for your home, like from a retail, sometimes that could be difficult, depending on the country, right, and depending on each website, and so we actually developed like different models so that and we're trying with some retails. So we're trying with a company similar to Home Depot, but it's not Home Depot, that works in Latin America, and then they actually like connect with the app, and the experience like this. So they actually test it out in a Cyber Day, and so they send through the newsfeed like a Cyber Day new channel for communication within the app with Lazarillo, and then on that news the ability of the news that we have is that you can add multiple sections of information and then additional buttons so that the user can choose what to use. And then they actually integrate like a video calling assistant. And so through the app, like through Lazarillo, you could have you can have right now, actually it's working, but it's working in Chile. So hopefully we're going to expand it to other countries, but but for that we need companies to do it, right? Yeah. But in this case, people were like calling, and then they could talk with an agent from the company. The company agent told them about, hey, like, what do you need to buy? And so the end user will quote or like ask for, I am looking for a new fridge for my home. Okay, great. So we actually are in Cyber Day, so you have all these discounts, like what size of the fridge, and then sometimes it's difficult to say the size, and like they could even use the camera to point out the space, and so the agent would have that information, and then like find the suitable fridge for the end user, provide them quote, describe how it actually looks, all the characteristics, and then provide them payment options, and then the fridge goes directly to their home, for example. So they use the app, like the Lazarillo app, back home. But to buy something online, but with a different sort of method. In this case, that company, like the website, was not so accessible. So actually, it was impossible before for them to buy directly. And and going to the store was not also a possibility. So now, it opened up like additional opportunities, I said.
I think that's really neat, Rene. That's a beautiful thing because, it's not everybody that we keep going back and forth about this. Not every one of us that has, help readily available. So I think that whole idea of having to, interact with someone directly from within the company and then, letting them know what you need and you tell them what you need and all of that. I think that's a beautiful thing. So I'm really happy hearing, all those things. But right now that is only in Chile. And it hasn't reached our area yet, but I think it's gonna, come in the by and by, and so we're looking forward to such a feature. So, like you said, though, I think there are a lot of things coming down the pipe when it comes to what you guys are doing with Lazarillo. Hey, I got the name right this time, didn't I?
You got it perfect. Yeah. Lazarillo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a great app. It is free. And that's good for, people that can't afford. As you got people in other countries like India and, so forth, and South America that can't afford, apps that were like $100, like Nearby Explorer when it was available in $100, and so it's a great app.
Yeah, and maybe I can add something like this actually, like, we're rolling out. So there's a starter plan for companies that we just created, and this starter plan for companies is actually really low cost. It's around. So it goes from $20 to $50 depending of the discount they might get, because we're rolling out discounts in different countries so that this can be pushed, right? Because currently, like, we created like a good solution, I might say, in which that a local company can connect with the local community of Lazarillo and provide business in an accessible way. And so that could be from a cleaning service company that is providing cleaning services for your home stuff, and then you might want to have that or not, but at least you have the option, and if you want to, you can do that in an accessible format. So that is actually something that we are rolling out, right now,
Now, I had one small question. If I went to settings yesterday in the app, and it said I had 0 Chilean pesos in balance.
Well, you don't have money.
If I had the what it would be used for.
Okay, thank you for that question, because that actually is a bug. Sorry about that, but that would be a bug. So let me tell you about that. So Lazarillo is actually an app that, as I said, like, we enhance with the platform. So we actually have a hidden functionality that can be used, for example, for the workforce. I mean, like, for employees, or even like a company can incorporate, and then it can actually be used to get like connected with some companies that are providing like agents to help you out, and in a way, like, if you have a problem with a computer software that is not accessible, your company can get you that service. And then there's other companies that have agents that can support you, like, have a pair of eyes to check the information that you're missing out or that is not accessible for the platform. So we rolled that in a way to providing like minutes, so like a prepaid, but we did like some tests. And so in those tests, I think we have that bug that we got like people having like this sort of 0 pesos Chilean pesos, right? No, that's for now is a bug. Maybe in the future will be a feature. But then, we were exploring, and sorry about that. But I mean, we actually had users that have asked us if like this can be a wallet, but was like, no, but good idea. I don't know.
I see. So the whole idea is like, so if you have some money in there and then, you have some service, instead of going to say, hey, can I pay you by PayPal or Venmo or some other stuff like that? You could easily just pay from within the Lazarillo app.
When you're taking an Uber with the app for navigation, you could pay for Uber using the wallet.
Maybe use it for Uber or, something like that. I think that would be a good idea too.
I mean, eventually it's like you could have services within the app that you could pay for, but instead of paying each one of them, like you could charge the money and then automatically pay as according to your credits that you have. But I mean, it's an exploration idea. Like we were exploring stuff, and then we got that bug in it that we thought it was fixed. And thank you, Austin, because now I will talk with my developers to tell them it's not fixed. So why is appearing some phones? And like, but
okay.
It's okay.
So that experiment, until it's there, then we need to take it away. Then I see what you mean. Well, good, Austin, for bringing that to the forefront. As the website address and also the email, if someone want to contact you, I know people could also contact you via the Play Store page or the iOS page, app page. But go ahead and give us that info.
Sure. So the website is lazarillo.app. If you want to find us on Google Play, on App Store, you just need to tap in Lazarillo app and we will appear. We work globally in every country. And then if you ever had any issue and any sort of problem and you need help, or if actually you need more information, you can contact us as hello@lazarillo.app and we will answer you as soon as possible. And then, and for any business that is out there, like if they want to know more about how they can join this great community, they can go to lazarillo.app and there is a tab of businesses and you can contact us there and you can join and create a lot of great customer experience. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rene. As always, you're nice sport and we appreciate you coming on. And by the way, if you go to our webpage, blindandroidusers.com, in our friends section, we do have the guys from Lazarillo as one of our friends. So if you forget all of this, you go to our website, you can also navigate to the Lazarillo webpage from our page as well. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Great weekend. Thank you to all our listeners. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rene, for coming on. It is very much appreciated. We definitely would love to have you back, and we enjoyed it. So if you have, you want to come back, reach back out to us. And now Austin is going to do a demonstration of Lazarillo. Austin, take it away.
Hi all, this is the demo of Lazarillo GPS app. This demo includes a little of walking, bus, train, and then I also demo navigation using Lazarillo app using the walking mode of the app that was discussed in the interview.
Lazarillo, column 3.
So tap on Lazarillo.
High accuracy under location mode to allow Lazarillo to find nearby places. Cancel button. Go to settings.
And I'll need to enable location.
Phone disabled. Recent location requests. Use on.
And I'll need to enable Wi-Fi.
You are on quick set. You are off. Do not disturb. You are off. Wi-Fi. You are on. You are on Santoshi Mata Mandir back. You are on Santoshi Mata Mandir location. Looking for incomplete down. You are on location from Seattle. You are on back. You are on Santoshi Mata. Enabling Wi-Fi will approve location Wi-Fi settings. You are on Santoshi. Enabling Wi-Fi. Cancel button. Your location will be less accurate if Wi-Fi is disabled or if the portable Wi-Fi hotspot is enabled. Exploration. You are on Santoshi Mata Mandir Road.
So it is announcing that I am on a street and where I'm heading.
Medical Center Vatsalya Nursing
And
Home.
currently it's announcing there's a medical center nearby.
Sri Jalaram Nagar.
It's saying point of interest because I have added this point of interest in my favorites tab. So if we go to the app on the top left,
Exploration.
we have the exploration.
Stop exploration button.
Then we have stop exploration to the little right.
Where am I button.
We have where am I. If I click on this,
Getting your location. You are exploration. You are on Santoshi Mata Mandir Road. Search button. You
Then
are
we
on
have
Santoshi
search.
Mata Man category filtering for exploration button.
We have
You are
category
on
filtering.
Santoshi Mata Mandir Road.
This
You are on
this
Santoshi Mata
category
Mandir Road.
filtering gives
Kalyan
us
Bibli, Maharashtra
things like
421301.
nearest transport places, banks, and other things. So then we have
Recently announced. Find nearby transport
recently
locations. Column
announced.
2. Find nearby transport locations. Find nearby banks and ATM. Find nearby health location. Find nearby food locations. Find nearby stores locations. Find nearby arts and entertainment. Find nearby public buildings. Find nearby education facility. Find nearby pubs and clubs location. Find nearby lodging locations. Selected exploration tab 1 of 4.
So we can find all these locations. Then at the bottom of the app we have exploration tab.
Favorites tab 2 of 4.
Favorites tab. Now in favorites tabs,
Favorites tab
you
2.
can add things like your home,
Your location is not
your
accurate.
places of office, your school, whatever you want to add, you can add as a favorite and you can navigate through this tab.
News tab 3 of 4.
Then we have the news tab. This news was discussed in our interview, and I hope you have heard the interview. It was discussed as a new feature coming up, and so that is the news tab.
Settings tab 4
The
of 4.
settings tab is self-explanatory. I'm not going into the settings tab because the demonstration is very long and the episode itself is long. So there are lots of options in settings, but it's self-explaining. So let me just go quickly to the favorites tab.
Favorites tab. Favorites. Selected. Sri Jalaram Nagar. Point of interest.
So I have all these points of interest.
Add favorite
Now,
button
if you
on the
want
list.
to add a favorite, you click on this add favorite.
Choose an option. Navigate up button. Choose an option. Add favorite by address in list.
So add favorite by address, you type the address of the place, you type the
Accelerating
description
download. Dual
of
channels,
the
i.e.
place,
Add favorite by address.
and you can select the category of place that you are adding, like if it's a bank, if it's a transport area, something, whatever, and then you add it to your favorite list. Or
Add favorite by GPS location.
you can add your current GPS location to your favorites. And for our new users who are just recently come to the smartphone world, who are maybe using GPS for the first time, I would like to warn you, do not go on exploration or do not do your routes only solely on GPS, because GPS is not accurate. You have anywhere between 10 meters to 50 meters of accuracy problems. So GPS is not accurate. You need some knowledge of the place, and then you can go about navigation. And but you will see in the demo that this app is dead on accurate, at least in India, but I cannot speak about other parts of the world. It may be accurate, not accurate. It may be also depending on the weather, current weather in the region. So navigate wisely. Let's go out now and see the app in action.
Intersection Best Marg and Cooperage Road and Nathalal M. Parikh Road. News tab 3 of 4. Favorites tab 2 of 4. Point of favorites. Point of interest Archdiocese of Bombay. Sri Jalaram Nagar. Point of interest unlabeled. Distance 48.6. Exploration tab. Kalyan Railway Station. Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus. Distance 2 kilometers. Go your left. You are on Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus. Out of list. You are not. Go walking. Go by public transport. But go by car. Button. You are on 3. Choose an app. You are on Waze button 2 of 3. Google Maps button 1 of 3. Wait. Google Maps button. Waze. Cancel button. Wait. Google Maps. Google Maps.
So I went into the favorites tab, then I went to a point of interest and I selected go by car, and then I selected Google Maps as the app of navigation, because Lazarillo does not currently support go by car mode.
Maps. School 34 meters behind you. 0
Head east on Convent Road toward Colaba Causeway, Shahid Bhagat Singh Road. Then turn left onto Colaba Causeway. You're back online. You are on the fastest route despite usual traffic. You should reach your destination by 12:55 p.m.
Theme park ride attraction, 62 meters to your right. Intersection Convent Street and Nanabai Moose Marg, Upper Kalaba Road, 16 meters in front of you. Bank of Baroda, 16 meters to your right. Fast food restaurant, 31 meters behind you. Medical Center R&RI Care Clinic, 24 meters to your left. Intersection Noroji Ferdonji Street and Nanabai Moose Marg, Upper Kalaba Road, 24 meters to your right. Restaurant Cafe Leopold, 47 meters to your right. Shop and Service, 53 meters to your right. Pharmacy Sheetal Medical and General Stores, 62 meters to your right.
Head north on Kalaba Causeway, Shahid Bhagat Singh Road toward Convent Road.
Gokul Bar and Wine
In
Shop,
200 meters, at
meters
SP
to your right.
Mukherjee Chowk, take the third exit onto Old Custom House Road, Shahid Bhagat
Shop and
Singh
Service
Road.
to your right. Nanabai Moose Marg, Upper Kalaba Road, and Mahakavi Bhushan Road, Lansdowne Road. Intersection Nanabai Moose Marg, Upper Kalaba Road, and Mahakavi Bhushan Road, Lansdowne Road, 18 meters to your left. Shop and Service, 9 meters to your left. Restaurant Sahakari Bandar, 13 meters to your right. Shop and Service Sahakari Bandar, 24 meters to your right. Hotel, 33 meters in front of you. Movie Theater Regal Cinema, 46 meters to your left. Breakfast Spot, 48 meters behind you. HDFC Bank, 49 meters behind you. Breakfast Spot Think Juice, 54 meters in front of you. Breakfast Spot Cafe Mondegar, 55 meters to your left. Shop and Service, 56 meters to your left. Restaurant Cafe Royal, 60 meters behind you. Shop and Service, 60 meters to your left. Shop and Service, 61 meters to your left. Intersection Nanabai Moose Marg, Upper Kalaba Road, and Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Chowk, 21 meters behind you. Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Chowk and Madam Kama Road.
Exit the roundabout
Dr.
onto Old
Shyama
Custom
Prasad
House
Mukherjee
Road.
Chowk and Mahatma Gandhi Road. Shahid Bhagat Singh
Continue
Marg and
on Old
Dr.
Custom
Shyama
House
Prasad
Road for
Mukherjee
1
Chowk.
kilometer.
Bus stop to your left. Bus stop in front of you.
So wow, you saw that thing announced that the stop is in front of you, and as it did that, the bus halted. So that is the accuracy I was talking about.
You are on Shahid Bhagat Singh Road heading northeast. Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg and Kaikashru Dubish Road. Shahid Bhagat Singh Road and Kaikashru Dubish Road. Church of St. Andrew and St. Columba to your left. Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg and Shahid Bhagat Singh Road. Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg and Bombay Samachar Marg. Bombay Samachar Marg and Dr. V.B. Gandhi Road, Forbes Street. Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg and Nyayamurti G. North Vidya Road. Nyayamurti G. North Vidya Road and Alkish Dinesh Modi Marg. Nyayamurti G. North Vidya Road and Bank Street Cross Lane.
Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg and Green Street. You are on Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg heading northeast. Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg and Green Street. Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg and Horniman Circle. Fareed Nariman Street, Bazar Gate Street, and Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg. Fareed Nariman Street, Bazar Gate Street, and Store Lane. You are on Shahid Bhagat Singh Road heading northeast. Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg and Brahan Mumbai Mahanagarpalika. In 200 meters, continue straight onto Mint Road. You are on Shahid Bhagat Singh Road heading north. Bank ANZ Grindlays, 38 meters to your right. Intersection Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg and Sir Feroz Ahmed Road and Shorji
Continue straight onto Mint Road.
24 meters behind you. Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg and Bread Market Lane. Mint Road and Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg. Mint Road and Adri Lane. Mint Road and Shahid Bhagat Singh Marg. Mint Road and Compass Street. Mint Road and M Meta Road. Mint Road and M Meta Road. You are on Mint Road heading north. Intersection Mint Road and Viju Kotak Marg. Church Stable Temple Krishna Gujarati Temple to your left. Mint Road and S Ball Path.
Take the next left onto Walchand Harachand Marg, then turn right onto St. George Road.
Mint Road and Walchand Harachand Road, Fort Street. Walchand Harachand Road, Fort Street, and Mint Road.
Take the next right onto St. George Road, then your destination will be on the left.
Intersection Walchand Harachand Road, Fort Street, and Mint Road, 13 meters to your right. You are on Walchand Harachand Road, Fort Street, heading southwest. Intersection Walchand Harachand Road, Fort Street, and Modi Street, 24 meters in front of you. Shop and service, 49 meters to your right. Restaurant, 63 meters behind you. Intersection Walchand Harachand Road, Fort Street, and St. George Road, 23 meters in front of you. Intersection St. George Road and Walchand Harachand Road, Fort Street, 21 meters to your left. Intersection St. George Road and Walchand Harachand Road, Fort Street, 22 meters to your left. Intersection
In 100
CSMT
meters,
Bus
your
Station
destination
Road
will
and
be
St.
on the
George
left.
Road, 6 meters to your right. Intersection St. George Road and CSMT Bus Station Road, 5 meters to your left. Intersection CSMT Bus Station Road and St. George Road. Intersection St. George Road and CSMT Bus Station Road, 6 meters behind you. Intersection St. George Road and CSMT Bus Station Road. You are on St. George Road heading north. Intersection St. George Road and CSMT Bus Station Road. Intersection St. George Road and CSMT Bus Station Road, 0 meters behind you. Intersection CSMT Bus Station Road and St. George Road, 12 meters behind you. CSMT Bus Station, 46 meters behind you.
Your destination is on the left.
Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, 45 meters in front of you.
So you just saw the route, how it was going so fast, and it announced all the places, all the points of interest as it passed. And at the end, it said that the destination is 45 meters in front of you. So it was not very accurate. There was 45 meters error. So that is always there if you use GPS. Now let us see how does the app perform with a train route, and this is going to be super fast.
So let's see if the app performs accurately or not.
You are on 78/1 Sir Jamshedji Jijipoi Road, Mumbai, Maharashtra, 400001. You are on Syed Mukri Road heading north. Train station Masjid in front of you. You are on Abhay Chand Gandhi Marg heading north. Train station Sandhurst Road to your left.
So this is what Lazarillo is telling you, all the places that it is passing by.
Dongri Police Station to your left.
And wow, this is super accurate. It may be off by about 5 to 10 meters, but it is very accurate. Now why it is calculating the route so many times is because I am in a train and I told it
You are on Sir Jamshedji Jijipoi Road heading northwest.
to go by car to my house, and that is why it is giving me some directions, but the train cannot
Then
take.
follow flyover
Eastern Express Highway, then continue straight onto Eastern Express Highway.
But the train cannot
Continue
take
straight onto
all
Eastern
those
Express
directions.
Highway, then continue
That is why
straight
it
to
is
stay on
calculating
Eastern
the
Express
route.
Highway.
The reason I didn't select go by public transport is it would not give you all these directions, and I would not be able to show you the exploration mode.
Train station
of
Baikala in
Lazarillo.
front of you.
Wow, this is dead accurate.
Train station in front of you. You are on Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Road heading northeast.
It is super accurate. Now we are leaving Baikala railway station.
Train station Chinchkopli.
This
You are on
is
Balmukund Road heading north.
This is so accurate that it announced the station when the train stopped. And you will hear two voices, one of Google Maps, the Google Assistant default voice that is giving you directions on Google Maps, and the another voice is Google TTS voice talkback, which is giving you your navigation points.
Train station Curry Road to your left. You are on Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Road heading north. Train station Prabhadavi to your left. Train station Peril to your right. University Prahar Academy. Police Training Academy, Army Training Academy, RPFS, RPFC, RPFSSCGD, 48 meters to your left. Church Sri Krishna Mandir to your right. Taxi auto stand, 50 meters to your left. Taxi auto stand, 38 meters in front of you. Taxi auto stand, 32 meters to your left. Kurla East-West pedestrian subway and SG Barv Marg.
There's a stalled vehicle ahead. Your destination is on the left.
So this is the end of the train and bus routes. Now I've edited those routes out a lot. I have only kept the points of interest, and there were a lot of gaps between points of interest. I have removed that. If I would not remove that, you all would be sitting and listening to the podcast for another 2 hours. So I kept those points only so that I could show you what type of points does Lazarillo announce. Now let's switch to walking mode. So this is a short demo of the walking mode using Lazarillo. I stopped navigation so that you can get the directions only.
Lazarillo, column 3. Exploration. Stop exploration, button, out of grid. Exploration is stopped. Favorites, tab. Favorites. Selected. Favorite. Archdiocese of Bombay. Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus. Kalyan Railway. Chhatrapati Shivaji. Kalyan Railways. Address. Go walking, button. Choose an app. Lazarillo, button, 1 of. Loading route. Please wait while we find a route to your destination. Lazarillo. Navigate up, button, out of list. Head west on Santoshi Mata Road toward Regency Avenue Road. Kalyan Railway. En route. Head west en route. You are heading west. Next. In 178 meters. See all instructions. In 178 meters, turn left at KDMC Urdu School No 95/8 toward Kalyan Murbad Road. Krishnarao Dulap Marg pass by Sansui Electronics on the right in 46 meters. In 174 meters, turn left at KDMC Urdu School No 95/8 toward Kalyan Murbad Road. Krishnarao Dulap Marg. Pass by Sansui Electronics on the right in 46 meters. In 186 meters, turn left at KDMC Urdu School No 95/8 toward Kalyan Murbad Road Krishnarao Dulap Marg. Pass by Sansui Electronics on the right in 46 meters.
Now the meters to turn left increased because we have to take a different route than the one that Lazarillo is suggesting.
Head west on Santoshi Mata Road toward Regency Avenue Road. Pass by Jalaram Society on the left. Head south on Murbad Kalyan Road toward Kalyan Murbad Road Krishnarao Dulap Marg. Pass by Nagarakara Vadapava Nagarkar Vadapav on the right. In 48 meters, turn right at Sri Ramdev Medical and General Stores onto Kalyan Murbad Road Krishnarao Dulap Marg. Continue to follow Kalyan Murbad Road. Pass by Om Sai Hospital on the right. Turn right at Sri Ramdev Medical and General Stores onto Kalyan Murbad Road Krishnarao Dulap Marg. Continue to follow Kalyan Murbad Road. Pass by Om Sai Hospital on the right. In 1.5 kilometers, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 1.6 kilometers, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 1.5 kilometers, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 1.3 kilometers, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 1.2 kilometers, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 1.1 kilometers, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 1 kilometer, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 942 meters, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 833 meters, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 728 meters, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 628 meters, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 531 meters, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 431 meters, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 329 meters, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 225 meters, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. In 118 meters, turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right. Turn left at the park onto Kalyan Murbad Road, Valapur Road. Pass by Vikas Lunch Home on the right.
Now that left turn was dead accurate. It announced it and we had to turn left. Now there is one problem, is that the app is very chatty. It announces frequently after so and so distance, so and so distance, so and so distance. I will have to see if there is a way to configure this.
In 392 meters, turn right at Maharashtra Juice Center. Destination will be on the right.
So that was my demo of the Lazarillo app. I have not reduced any background noise, nothing, because I wanted it to feel as natural as possible. And it's done on the road, it's done on a railway train. So the background noise will be there. And I'm not reducing it because I want it to be feeling natural. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the demo and see you next week.
All right.
Well,
Thank you,
thank you.
Austin. That was a nice demonstration. We definitely appreciate it. Warren, it's a quite impressive app, and I'm hoping some of these features that are over in other countries, such as the ability to get
Not Chile.
assistance,
Get the moolah.
out here.
Get the moolah, bro.
Yeah, right.
It's a beautiful app. And thank you so much, Austin, for demonstrating that. And I'm hearing streets like Bombay, things like that. But so in any case, we also want to let people know, our website, you could go there, blindandroidusers.com, and you could listen to our podcast direct from there if you want to download it or whatever the case may be, and you could get all of that info there as well. So give us your feedback there. You could, give us our feedback. And like I always say, man, I like the whole idea of this, hearing from our listeners, your Android journey stories.
And if you have questions, you can subscribe to our Blind Android Users list at Blind Android Users, plus subscribe at groups.io, or you can contact us at blindandroidusers.com.